Your cruise is booked. What's next? Welcome. I am Darlene, and I am going to help you prepare for your upcoming cruise. I want to give you a little bit of my experience from my past cruises and to pass it on to you, that hopefully it will help you. Okay, so let's get started. You just got that cruise booked, and now you're in panic mode with, oh my, what am I gonna do? Well, let's get started, okay? Number one, and this is most important after you book your cruise, make sure your travel documents are in order. If you are using your birth certificate, please make sure your birth certificate is not a photocopy of a photocopy. Make sure it is issued from the Vital Records Department. Carnival or any cruise line, they're getting very strict with this. They will not take copies of a birth certificate, okay? It has to be issued from the Vital Records Department. Okay, we got our birth certificate in order. If you're using that birth certificate, then you're gonna have to have a government issued photo ID to go along with that birth certificate before you can get on the ship. Make sure your driver's license are not expired, okay? If you're using a government issued photo ID, you can use your driver's license. You can use school, if it's issued by the government, you can use school badges. If you work for the government, you can use your government badge. If it's issued by the government, you can use it, okay? Along with your birth certificate. Okay. If you're not using those documents to travel, then you have to have passport. If you're using your passport, I want you to go put your hands on it. Make sure you know where it's at. Don't wait a week or 2 weeks before and think, oh, you know, my passport might be expired or it might be fizzing to expire. You got a problem. There's no way you're going to get that passport back in time. And please, don't send off for a new one, or even send off, you're thinking, oh, I'm going to get a passport. Well, when you go to get a passport, you have to send off your birth certificate in order to get a passport. So if you do that and you don't get neither one of them back, well, then you're not going to get on the ship. So don't make that mistake. Make sure all your documents are prepared and ready, not fixing to expired or not expired. Like I said, don't wait till a week before to make sure all this is in order. Go now, put your hands on your birth certificate, put your hands on your license and make sure they're not expired. Get this and make sure it's not fixing to expire, okay? And if you plan on ordering one of these, make sure you do that at least 4 or 5 months prior to your cruise, because sometimes you never know with what's going on in our world today, what's going to happen that's going to slow the process of getting documents back from the government. So please plan ahead with your travel documents. All right, so you're ready to go. You've got that done. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to get our smartphones and we're going to download whatever cruise line you're cruising with, whether it be Carnival, Royal, Norwegian, Princess, and the list goes on this day and time. If you're gonna, cruise, you have to download that cruise line's app, whether it be the Royal app or the Carnival Hub app, whatever cruise line, download that app, okay? And what you're gonna do, you're gonna need your ship, the name of your ship, your booking number, your sail date, and you would put all that information in there, and most of them give you a countdown to your cruise, so it's kind of fun. You can log into it and it'll say, okay, you're so many days or so many months away from your cruise, and it's fun to use that app for those purposes. But about 2 weeks prior to your cruise, you will go on to this app and you will fill out all of your online check-in, okay? And what you do is once you get your online checked in, if you're using a passport, you tell them you're using a passport, and then you have to upload the document numbers and all that good stuff. If you're using birth certificate, then you put that in there, but that you're using your birth certificate. You pick the time that you want to get on the ship. You know, and I will say the sooner you go onto the app to do this, the earlier check-in you will get. The later you wait, the later you will get on the ship, okay? They do have Faster to the Fun. That is it's something that you can buy, especially through Carnival, to where you can board with like the Diamond and the Platinum vacationers. And it's kind of like getting priority perks that people that have cruised for many cruises in days at sea, they earn these perks by that, but you can actually buy them these days. It is not cheap, but you can. It's under the excursions, like in the app, or if you want to go on carnival.com or whatever, you can purchase Faster to the Fun that will let you get on the ship and stuff faster. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and 2 weeks prior, you will be able to print out your documents. This is a luggage tag. So what you'll do is print it out, and then you can just, let me show you how to do it. Fold it like this, and this is what you got. And we just take and put this through the our luggage handle on our luggage, and then I just staple it all over so it doesn't come off. And this is how the porters know. It says deck 9 and it has the cabin number, and this is how they know what cabin to get your luggage to. So that's that. And also you will print out your boarding passes. I don't actually have one of those handy, but you will print out your boarding passes that you would need to go along with your travel documents when you get to the ship to get on the ship. So you'll need your boarding pass and your travel documents to get on the ship, okay? Another thing, in the Carnival Hub app, you will choose whether or not you're doing a cash account or a credit card account. If you're doing a credit card account, then you're going to put your credit card information in there. And the day that we leave to go on the cruise line is going to put like $100 charge on your card. It's a hold, really not a charge, but they want to know that you have funds in that account for spending while you're on the ship, okay? If you don't want to do that, do a cash account. In the Carnival Hub app during check-in, just put cash account. And what you do is once you get to the ship, to the port at check-in, just tell them you're doing a cash account, and they will take your cash from you. And this little card, this is a sign and sell card. Every cruise line has one. This is Royal, this is Carnival, but they all have one. And it's your room key. And it purchases everything. If you buy purchases anywhere on the ship, coffee shop, steak shop, steakhouse, you know, everywhere. If you buy Coke or if you buy whatever, you do it with this. If you've done the cash account and you're running low of funds, just go down to guest services. They will add it to your account. They do have kiosks on the ships nowadays to where you can actually go add money on the kiosk. So that's probably the fastest and the easiest way to do that. Okay. What else do I have to pay for after I get my cruise booked? The next thing you're going to really need to save money for is parking at the port. Okay? It's not free to park at the port, and it's not included in your price. So I know at the Port of New Orleans, it's $25 per day per vehicle. So just save accordingly for that. If you're a veteran and you're parking at the Port of New Orleans, if you're 50% or more, parking is free. But you do have to have proof, documentation that you are 50% or more disabled to get that perk. And which that saves a lot of veterans money. So thank you, Port of New Orleans, for that. Well, as far as anything else that you need money for, that's totally up to you. Okay, guys? Excursions, they're not cheap. They're $80 to $200 plus. Just depends upon what kind of excursion you want to do. Pictures, if you want pictures, then you're looking at probably $15 up to $25 a picture. Depends upon what picture, what size, you know. So that is totally up to you on how much extra money you're going to need while on the ship. You take me, I can go on a cruise and not spend $50 after I pay for my parking and my cruise, okay? Because we don't get caught up in the pictures and all the shops and stuff on the ship, because we've been so many times, and we've got the t-shirts, and we've been there. You've heard that saying, or I've been there and I've got the t-shirt to prove it. We've done all that. So yeah, we could go on a cruise and not spend $50 if we don't want to. Get off in the ports, get off the ship, go stretch your legs and enjoy whatever port of call that you're at. Help the locals out. Get away from right when you get off the ship. Don't purchase right there, because normally it's owned by the cruise line, and of course they want you to purchase there. Get out and support the local communities. Don't be scared. Stay with a group of people and get out and explore. You're there to have fun. Make sure you're there to have fun and have a good time. So that right there is my video on what expenses that I think that you will need to save for. I'm going to do some more videos on what to bring on the cruise with you. You know, things that you're allowed to bring on the ship that most people, they're like, but you can bring it. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this one up. If you can think of anything else, post it below. Please follow, connect with us on whatever site that you see this video on. We would love to have you follow us. Normally it's under Darlene and Bubba's Adventures. Follow us and see the places that we go and the things that we do. And we'll try to share our adventures with you and things to do, how to do it. You know, you never know where we're going to go or wind up. So thank you for watching this video, and hope to see you guys soon.